and see what happens. All right, so let's make sure the body's a little woken up and moving around. All right, and then we're going to find mountain pose. So we're going to make sure that the feet are nice and square on the earth here. Okay, we've got 4 points of contact going on in the feet. So let's move through them. The outer toe mound, really press that down. And notice when you press down what actually happens in your legs. Like if I just press on my big toe mound, my shins get really engaged. Anybody feeling that? And then go to the outside of your heels, the inside of your heels, and the little toe mound. And that's where we really want to be balanced. Okay. And then we're just going to make sure everything else lines up. Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and we breathe. All right, and as you deepen your breath, working toward balance, maybe you want to have a little count. So let's exhale, belly button to spine, and then we'll inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a beat, and then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for a beat. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep going slow and balanced, ins and outs. And then just coming back to a normal breath, we'll add some arms. So we're going to turn the palms out and inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the palms face out, long arms. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we inhale smoothly. And exhale. Okay, last time here. Let's shake it out, move those legs around, take the legs slightly wider than hip width distance, okay? So we're gonna just move knees and hips here. And start some spinal forward and back balance with cats and cows. So take your arms long, knees and hips bend as the fingertips touch, and open, forward and open. Getting that breath really moving. And the next time the fingertips touch, press your palms together. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Taking the legs a little wider now with the toes kind of turning out, still balanced on 4 corners of the toes. We're going to open the sides with balancing heaven and earth. So let's go ahead and rub the hands together, get a little warmth here. just to keep that energy moving, because we're going to look for it in a moment. Take the right arm up and the left arm down. Left palm is facing down, right palm is facing up. Let the knees and hips gently bend as you bring the hands together in front of the heart. And reach up, left palm up, right palm down. And hands to heart, we're connecting heaven and earth. So just go at your own pace and reach, reach, reach through the side here. And start to follow your up hand with your eyes. So as you reach up to the right, your gaze goes up. As you reach up to the left, your gaze goes up. Give yourself time to really stretch into it. Okay. And when you finish the round that you're on now, we'll come back to center and meet with hands in front of the heart. Now we're going to take it up and hold. So reaching first up to the right, down with the left. Gaze up toward those right fingertips. Relax your shoulder and try and reach up through the side body. Okay, now your gaze is toward the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Turn your gaze back to the right. And hands back to heart center. Here we go. Up with the left. Gaze is to the left. Relax the shoulder and reach through the side body. Gaze is to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Turn your gaze back to the left. And bring your hands to center. Now just bend your knees, and then as you straighten, draw your fingertips up toward the sky and exhale back to mountain pose. Feel your energy move. Inhale and exhale. All right, so let's really wake the body up. Take the legs wider than hip width distance, toes turned out as we go knocking on the door of life. Tapping. And then we let the arms come away from the body. And go a little higher. Yeah, let the lower body move with you if it feels like it. And we do some immunity tapping here with a gentle fist right under the collarbone. Out toward the shoulder. Getting things moving here. The arms come back to long and head up. And take it back down. And back to some immunity tapping here. And then twisting side to side. Back to knocking on the door of life. Good, and then gently let your body come back to center, shake things out. Morning, we're going to be doing some forward folding. So let's get the knees and hips soft because we want them to be soft when we do this. This is not like a big straight leg forward fold yet. Okay? All right, so the feet are planted. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, soft knees and hips fold and bring it up. Exhale, soft knees and hips fold and bring it up. We'll add some balance to this now. Exhale down, and as you come up, raise your right heel. Exhale down, and as you come up, raise your left heel. Exhale down, and as you come up, raise both heels. Remember, make sure your ankles aren't wobbly when you do this. If they start to wobble, just come back down. Now you can go heel or knee. And include the double heel if it works for you, or leave it out if it's wobbly. So we're going down and up. Yes, heel lifts. Good. Good. All right, finish your round. So whatever, if you've been going right, left, or right, left, double, finish whatever round you're on. Good, come back to standing and feel your way back into mountain pose. Breathe into it. Good, and then feel the energy moving through you. Make sure the feet feel nice and balanced again. Inhale and exhale. And let's shake things out. We'll come to the top of the mat and start to work our way down. Make sure your knee padding, if you use it, is nearby. Okay. All right, feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, let's keep the legs straight now. Swan dive from the hip creases, long spine. You might stop high, low, of course, anywhere in between. Now keep your legs straight as you come into your half lift, shine your heart forward. Bend your knees and hips, bring the hands down, and step back into a down dog. And then bend one knee and then the other. Start to massage out those feet, loosen up the ankles. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. And press both heels down and hold. All right, so we're in a 4-point balance down dog. So let's think about the weight being distributed evenly. And just one time on each side, we're going to go into 3-point down dog. So the right leg comes up to hip height. Doesn't have to go any higher than that. And it taps down, and the left leg comes up to hip height. Bring the foot down, bring the knees down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. So now as we look for seated balance, we consider the sit bones. Making sure they feel evenly grounded. Okay, we're in mountain pose, so the feet are strongly flexed. And think about where the shoulders are, having them right over the hips. Once again, ears over shoulders. Okay, and hands down by your side. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's shake things out and get to some core work, shall we? Yes. Okay, so the core is such an important stabilizer in our balance. And I see very practiced yogis, so we're going to do something very challenging. Yay for core. Okay, so here we go. Take your arms long. Interlace your fingers with your index fingers pointing forward. Okay, and we're going to come back. Feel the core engage. 2 feet are still on the mat. And reach through the legs. Come back. Feel the core engage. And reach through the legs and come back and reach through. Okay, now we're going to add on by doing that with the knees up and cross your right ankle over your left. Okay, you can always go back to feet down if that works better for you. So as we go back, we're going to extend the legs. We're not going that far, like not into as far as we usually go, and come up. We're going to do that 2 more times here. 1, 2, unwind and take a break. All right, now we're going to interlace the fingers again. Maybe change the cross of your fingers. You know, we like to do that sometimes to keep keep the mind working. Index fingers are forward. We'll take it back. This time cross your left ankle over your right and extend and up. Extend a bit and up. Extend and up. We'll do it one more time on this side. extend, and up, and shake things up. Did you guys start to feel that? Did you feel that? Yeah? All right, so let's do it from an oblique standpoint here, okay? Remember, we'll start with the feet down. Interlacing the fingers, index fingers point forward. Just observe how you crossed, right? Sometimes it's fun to see, did we go back to our natural pattern? All right, let's take it back and over to the right. Back and over to the left. Back to the right. Back to the left. Center and come up. Okay, we're going to try that with the feet raised, crossing right ankle over left, interlace, take it back, extend the legs also, and to the right, take it back, and to the left, back, and to the right, back, and to the left, back, right, back, left, one more time each side, back, right, back, left, and release. Shake it out. All right. Anybody's core awake? Awake? Yes? All right. We're going to go back to center just for 4 times. If you're doing the crisscross ankles, we'll crisscross the right ankle with the right ankle 2 times, left ankle 2 times. If you have your feet down, you just come up and down 4 times. Got it? All right. Here we go. Lean back, interlace. Right ankle over left. Extend and center, extend and center. And without coming down, change the cross of your, ankles and down and up and release, shake it out. Oh, all righty. So let's treat ourselves now to some water wheel, okay? Yes. All right, so go ahead and take it down. All right, so from here, your knees could possibly be bent. See if you can square your feet back onto the mat, even from laying down with bent knees. We're just going to keep coming back to the feet all day. Inhale and exhale. All right, so go ahead and bend your knees if they're not already bent. Feel the 4 corners of the feet. Now keep the left foot nice and steady on those 4 corners, okay? As we move through water wheel, we take the right leg in, point up, flex the foot, come down. Knee in, point up, flex down. So we want this to be a smooth movement. At the same time, we're thinking about the left foot today, staying all 4 corners of the foot. Yeah, and the next time the right knee is in, hold it in, flex the right foot, think about the left, and we reverse. Flex out, point up, knee in. Flex out, point up, knee in, and keep going. And the next time your knee is in, hold it in. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring on the right leg. Keep that left foot grounded just the way it is. We open the right leg out to the right and back to center. Out and center. Out and center. Out and center. Out and center. One more. Take it to center. Now bring your left hand outside of your right leg. Let your left leg straighten any amount. We're going to think about keeping the hips balanced on the mat here. We don't want the right hip to lift up right now. Take your right arm out to the side for balance. And then go ahead and bring your right knee just past the belly button. This is a slight move. And now let the right hip lift, but make sure the right shoulder is staying grounded. Let the right knee come as far over to the left as works for you, and take your gaze to the right fingertips. And we come back to center. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. The right foot is flexed. Draw your legs in towards you. Hold on to your shin. And notice if that right knee is like pointing straight to your face. Press it away a bit and then let your legs move forward and back. Side to side. Maybe in a circle, one direction and the other. Really juicing up those hips this morning. Come back to your figure four. Take the left leg up and we point and flex the left foot. And then circle one direction and the other. And let's cross tightly at the thighs. The right leg is closer to your chest. The left leg is behind. Hold on to those legs and move around. All right, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. 4 points of the feet on the mat, hands down by your side. And then we'll open and close the knees here. All right, reground that right foot now. We start water wheel on the left, knee in, point up, flex down. Last time here, and then pause with your knee in, and we reverse. Flex your left foot, flex out, point up, knee in. Think about that right foot staying grounded. And the next time the knee comes in, hold it in, holding on to your shin or your hamstring. The right foot is grounded. The right arm can come out to the side for a moment here. Let your right leg straighten now, any amount, and take that leg out to the side and center. And then pausing at center, take the right hand outside the left leg, left arm out by your side, and keeping those hips grounded, take the left knee just past the belly button. And then we go ahead and let that left knee come over as far as it wants to with the left shoulder still on the mat. Turn your gaze to the left. As you unwind, the left ankle comes across the right, left foot is flexed. Draw the legs in close to you. Think about the position of the left knee and take your legs forward and back. Side to side. In a circle, one direction and the other. And then coming back to center, right leg up, point and flex. And and circle the foot one direction and the other. And now we cross tightly at the thighs, holding on, and move around. So this is basically eagle legs, what we have here, with one thigh crossed tightly over the other. Eagle pose, we've worked on eagle arms. When we do this, this is the eagle legs posture. All right, let's go ahead. Of course, we would be standing up with one foot on the mat, but all right, let's release, unwind, and open and close. All right, ready to come to hands and knees. So come on up for a moment, and since you guys are such practiced yogis and we do this so often, I want to review something about how the arms move in our chaturanga or our push-ups. So just watch for a second where my shoulders are over my wrists here, right? But now I'm going to roll the shoulders down my spine so that my elbow creases face forward a little more. And what happens here is when I bend, the elbows go back instead of out. All right, so think about that, rolling through the shoulders. That gets the triceps. All right, so let's do it. So we're going to come into a knee down plank. Roll those elbow creases forward. Okay, and we go slowly down. The elbows are going back, not out. Come up and hips toward heels. And come forward and do it again. Down and up. So we tend to use in daily existence, we tend to use our biceps more than our triceps. So we're working in a triceps push-up here to give those muscles some work. And then one more, and find your way to child's pose. Make this nice and comfortable. If your forehead reaches the mat, great. If not, give it some support. We don't want the head dangling in space. And then carefully make your way to downward facing dog, finding those 4 balanced points of contact in your down dog. Okay, of course you could be at a wall or a chair in your down dog. Inhale and exhale. One time through, we're going to raise the right leg to hip height, rebalance on all 3 points of contact, 3 rather than 4. Bring the right foot down, left leg up, rebalancing. And bring the left foot down. And let's go ahead and take a nice journey, feet to the hands, however feels good for you to get there. So when you get there, go ahead and square the feet. Make sure the feet are square now. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Slide the hands down the legs. Keep the spine long, folding from the hip creases. Forward fold. Are your feet still balanced? Let's go ahead and make sure that's happening. And then keeping the feet grounded, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Take a couple of breaths here. Shake things out, and let's come to the top of the mat. Okay. So we're going to move into sun salutations now, and we'll do one together, keep it pretty basic, and then I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to move through your sun salutations. Okay, so if you want to add something, you add something. If you want to keep it more of the core moves, let's call them, okay? All right, so you can do that. So let's come into mountain pose, find the feet nice and grounded. Breathing here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, keeping the feet grounded, we swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Bending the knees and hips, bring the hands down, stepping back with the right leg into a nice lunge. Finding a plank, knees up or down. Thinking about those elbow creases being forward as we move into chaturanga. The spine stays long. Point the toes behind and find a nice little back bend, cobra, spine, something else if you like. Bring it down. And find your way into downward facing dog. Yeah, so we're thinking about 4 points of contact here. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll take it to 3 points of contact with the right leg up and start your journey forward. Whether that starts with a big step or little step, just start your journey. Half lift, shine the heart forward. Roll the hands down the legs as they straighten. And then reverse swan dive, keeping the feet grounded. Inhale, float the arms up, palms touch. Hands come through heart center as you continue, just continue. Okay? You know exactly what to do. This is all coming from inside of you. We generally switch to have the other leg back. Take your time. And just keep moving through sun salutation. Okay. Yep, you could keep going. Yep. So whatever round that you're working on now, just move through it. Enjoy it. And after you're finished, we'll meet back in mountain pose. Feeling 4 corners of the feet square in that mountain pose. Coming back together. And once you're here, take a moment to feel how the breath is moving now that you're more warmed up. And let's shake things out. All right, so we're going to move into a standing balance. So we talk about balance, right? And that often can signal to us, I'm going to stand on one leg, which we will do. And then after that, we're going to do a different kind of balancing, which is balancing the hard of our practice with the soft of our practice. Okay, so let's find our feet square here. Inhale and exhale. All right, all 4 corners. Steady gaze, calm mind. We're going to work on tree. So we'll have hands to the hips here. Right heel up, Right knee goes out only as much as you can without dragging the hips open, okay? And then the heel comes to the left leg, and maybe the foot comes to the left leg. You guys know if this is right for you right now or not. And just come into our basic tree, kickstanding the heel or bringing the foot up. And release. All right, squaring off, right foot stays square, left heel lifts, knee opens, hips are still forward, heel to the right leg or foot to the right leg, tree. Keeping the gaze steady, the breath calm, and we release. All right, we're going to build on that tree now, so we're going to be moving. All right, so let's go ahead and square off the feet. Right foot to the left leg, hands to the heart. Here we go. Open up and come back. Open up and come back. Open up, woo, and come back. Can we get in one more? I don't know if I can. And come back and release. Shake it out. All right, we're doing that on the left. Here we go. Take it up. Arms. Open up. We're going 4 times. Keep that right foot square. Last time, open, come back, good, and release, shake it out. All right, so go ahead and take a moment on each side to do any tree variation that you happen to love. Maybe you like to bring your arms up in tree. Maybe you like to just stand in tree. Do one on each, yeah, maybe you like to sway in the breeze. So do a tree variation on each side. Something that makes you happy. When you're done, when you are done, right, come back to your mountain pose, feel the feet square. And shake things out. All right, so this has been pretty vigorous and very intent on staying balanced. So let's balance that hard, which is called the stira, with the ease, which is called the sukha, like Sukhasana, easy seat. Take your legs wider than hip width distance and gently let your knees bend. We still want to keep the feet square so the knees can go over the toes. And we're going to do some brush hands. So bring your arms up, and keeping the chest lifted, we brush down and up. Yes. So think about this being easeful and also, helping the body recenter, rebalance. And after your next round, bringing the arms up, bring the hands back down. Turn your right toes to the right and your left toes in at an angle. We're going to turn and face the right leg here and do brush hands to the right. Arms up, the right knee bends, you go down and up. Do what feels good to you here. So we're bending and straightening the right knee, releasing the spine. And last time to the right, and come back up to center with the toes turning out. We're going down and up 4 times. Brush hands center. And then coming back to center, preparing for brush hands on the left. Left toes face left, right toes in at an angle, arms up, left knee bends and straightens as we go down and up. Last time to the left, come back and 4 times center. And when you're done, find your way back to mountain pose. And just breathe into it. Notice whatever sensations are happening in the body right now. Shake things out. So Warrior Two affords us the opportunity to be hard and soft at the same time. So let's go there. Let's take it out wide. Turn the right toes forward, left toes in at an angle. The left foot is grounded, the right foot is grounded. We bend the right knee, making sure it's going through the center of the toes, the center of the foot, and knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. So the lower body is strong, balanced. The upper body is light. We float out and take the gaze calmly past the right fingertips. Inhale and exhale. And we can come in and out of this a couple of times. So let's go ahead and straighten the right knee, bring the hands to the heart, look forward, and come back. Warrior Two. Inhale, hands to heart, gaze forward. Exhale, back to Warrior Two. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. One more time. Inhale, center. Open and hold. Coming back to that feeling of super groundedness from the waist down, lightness from the waist up. Calmness as you gaze past your right fingertips. Good. Take your hands to your heart. Turn all 10 toes forward. And with a long spine, folding from the hip creases, just start to fold and see when it is that it's right for you to go no further. Keep going as long as it's right for you. And then from wherever you are, bring your hands either to your legs, or if you're down and the hands come to the floor, they could go to the floor. Now bring your hands back to your heart, keeping the feet grounded. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. All right, let's give the legs a little break here before we move to the left. We're taking the legs wide, Warrior Two. Left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Both feet are grounded. Left knee bends in position. Okay, shoulders over hips. Arms equally out to the side, back and front. Right in line with the shoulders, gaze past your left fingertips. So we're moving into that sensation of groundedness and liftedness. And then we'll move through, bringing the hands to the heart, gaze forward, straighten your left leg, and open to the left. We're going 3 more times like that. Center. open. Center, open. Last time, center, open. And we're in Warrior Two, feeling grounded, calmly gazing past the left fingertips. Bring the hands to the heart as you turn your toes forward. Long spine folding from those hip creases. Stop wherever it's right for you to stop, and then let your hands come into contact with your legs or your mat, whichever is right for you. Make sure the head is hanging here. Okay. So you want one long spine. Bring your hands back to your heart and pressing through the feet, keeping the spine long. Lift, lift, lift. Okay, let's try this. Bring the fingertips up toward the sky and take a big step. Back to mountain pose, shake it out. All right, so go ahead, move around, look around your area. Grab your block, have it nearby. Have it near your mat for when we come down. If you want something to cover up with, or a pillow, or anything like that, wiggle into your body. Make sure everybody and every part of you is feeling okay. And then find your way to mountain pose at the top of your mat. See if you can get the breath to be nice and smooth and balance your inhales and exhales. And on your next inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, knees and hips bend this time as you half lift, shine your heart forward, and then sink everything down. And step back into downward facing dog. Finding those 4 points of contact. Inhale and exhale. And let's move the dog now. Go ahead, bend one knee and then the other. Let the hips move side to side. Of course, you could have your knees down, or you could be at a wall or a table. Just wiggle around. And then go ahead and carefully bring the knees down. Sit off to the side and come into seated mountain pose. Okay, so we find equal sitting here, just as we found equal standing. So as you flex your feet, think about the 4 corners of your feet as if there was a floor under them that they're equally pressing away. Shoulders are long. Inhale and exhale. And now let's loosen things up. 2 soft forward folds. Inhale, exhale, melt. Gentle inhale, exhale, melt. And now that you're in this nice little comfortable melted position, just move around, see what else needs to happen while you're in this forward fold. And then roll your hands up your legs. Go ahead and make sure your block is within easy reach. Bend your knees, roll down. Okay. So we're going to do a couple of pelvic tilts. The hands are by your side here with the palms face down. And we're just going to roll the hips toward us, not really lifting yet, but just roll up. And now roll down, put an arch in your back. So it's a pelvic tilt, rolling and arching. So kind of like reclined cats and cows, if you want to think of it that way. And then come back to center. Take your block, lift your hips, and slide the block underneath. Okay, so we're in a supported back bend here. Now you might want to extend this by taking your left arm back. If that feels good, take the right arm back so the arms are long behind you. And then bring your left arm back down and your right arm back down. And we'll do the same thing now, starting with the right arm. If it doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it. Right arm back, long behind you. Left arm back, long behind. Right arm forward and down, left arm forward and down. All right, so we're going to move into Viparita Karani from here. So the feet are down. They could stay down the whole time. If you have high blood pressure or glaucoma or you get migraines, then this might be the best position for you. You could raise one knee and then the other and stay here. You could take both legs straight up. So decide where is best for you. And then slowly release out of this, bringing the feet back down to the earth. Lift off your block and settle your hips down. Keeping the spine in neutral right now. We're not moving the spine. We open the hands wide, the fingers wide, and wiggle them in. Open and wiggle. And coming into a gentle fist now, rotate the wrists one direction and the other. With your hands down by your side, let your knees gently open and close. Now keeping your left foot on the mat, just draw your right knee in towards you. Hold on to your hamstring. You can have your shin if you like, but we're just here to release the ankle. So point and flex your right foot and circle the ankle one direction and the other. And then release, ground the right foot, draw the left knee in. Once again, holding on, shin or hamstring. Point and flex the left foot. And circle and circle. And bring the left foot down, let the knees gently open side to side. We're going to take the arms long out to the side. Okay. Keeping the knees bent and the feet grounded, just let the head move side to side. Just checking in with the neck. And returning back to center, now go ahead and start to scan your body, see what needs to happen before you can feel comfortable in final relaxation. So take a moment to move around, do any final moves. Experiment, knees bent, legs straight, what feels kindest to you right now. Starting to find your final relaxation position. And once you're there, take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, release yourself onto the earth. And just be in your final relaxation. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your inhale, stretch everything long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. And find your way over to a side. Working your way back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.